They've been the WNBA's 2 best. Here's Hole on the drive, floats it up.
See a lot on the defensive end, but
here's Kelsey Mitchell, who's been red hot. Clark looking ahead and finds Boston.
What a great way for Leah Boston.
Courtney Williams playing catch. Williams here is Clark. Clark with that float shot.
Really step up her game.
Mitchell launches offense in the WNBA, and they've
come alive not only with their shot, but
a year ago seemed destined to finish with the best records here. Smith with the offensive rebound.
Much of a scoring threat this season has just come in here, even adapt within the season.
4 games. Smith catch.
You have to be able to put a hand up on all.
And any team in the WNBA, this is in the early going, and Boston with a massive side.
It really took advantage there down low. There, she does a good job recognizing the help side, especially with the block on here. Lexi Hole would have really treasured.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, catch and shoot. Fever shooters in the Minnesota perimeter. There's Mitchell, head full of steam.
Player, she loves going down here. So explosive, it's hard to recover.
Boss, and once again, it's Clark.
Be quicker than the team, but such a great time.
Get up and down. Here's Clark, catch and shoot there. 2 teams have split the season, and this is on a 3.
Knowing where the ball is going to come off everything.
Lexi Hole, that's Indiana's top wing defender.
But she can also put the ball on the floor.
She's just checked in. She's a good defender, too.
And get to that sweet spot. The respect that these players have for her.
Taking the 3, driving on. Heidemann leads in.
Drives for perfection. And within herself as well. But Steve
has not checked out of the game. Cross-court pass. That is a deep 3. Clark looking aggressive. Clark,
difficult shot. She just gets it.
Beating the Clark and his fever off on one. She'll bounce for Mitchell. Mitchell
in training camp, but as time goes, I think they both want the same thing. As far as if you have a partner in crime.
Oh, denied at the rim. Carlton gets free. Fact Bentley with the offensive rebound.
In terms of maybe not all the points, but getting it.
Extra pass and Lassini. Clark sets up Dantas. Esper and Bria Goss. Mitchell got a goal here. That's a difficult look. It's one of the top defenses in the league. Grace, Asia Wilson. An overkick back here, so Fact Bentley. Zandalassini.
Not with the exact same energy. And
I guess if you're the opponent, but
players to score.
Heidemann attacking. They found a spot in the WNBA. It's Clark.
I mean, not only with her passing, but also especially that floater.
29 from their second. Really strong here. Nearly 2 fouls.
Foul trouble. She wants to play aggressively.
Shot won't fall, but Hines Allen, she is. They've got a really. Wheeler just blows by Collier and
be a scoring threat is exactly what she needs. But we see
tested for the 3rd time this season.
We're fine.
Got an open 3. Now she'll take it.
Knock it down, no hesitation.
Collier
to the next.
Wheeler and Lynn Dunn are
of the day, all hours.
To a nice start. He's got. Feeds Boston, who will launch.
For the success that they've had, it's not just kind of do what works and play how.
19 for 9. They've already won 5 more games than into Mitchell. Extra pass. Extra pass. McBride catch and shoot. Clark the hesitation. Clark the floater.
Here's the halftime reports. Whatever the case may be.
It's amazing how quickly that up. Offensive rebound and
Russell is really what's making this team so special. That makes it tough on the defense because one team's cut in front of you. So that's tough.
Really good care of the ball here in the first half. Moves for the Lynx, just 3 for Indiana. Take into a double team, lofts it up for Boston.
Just knowing where her teammate was at.
Here on Ion as we close in on seating. Now this is the question.
Always about the miss or the makes.
But Collier's having scores in the WN, 6 rebounds. And the Sparks take on Angel Reese, and this rookie class has been on the handoff from Boston.
Again, it's the first time they're going to the playoffs.
You're in this building, too. Look at Hines Allen. Carlton back for Williams, offensive foul. 18 this year, 13 a year ago. So look at Mitchell, Clark.
Now for the Fever. Again, it's not always about the mixed switch on the defensive end.
Boston there as Williams on the drive. Trying to create with the shot clock low, and Boston in, and Mitchell just runs into her.
It wasn't the best, but she's been able to really.
Iowa State knocked it. Put her on that initial Allen wrap around pass to Carlton. Second half of the season. Alana Smith.
And how the rest of the game.
The 3rd, Boston backing her way in, flips it up. Biggs playing catch underneath. They went into halftime with Smith launching forward. Boston spinning into.
You have to make sure you keep your composure.
Momentum clearly in the hands of the Minnesota playoffs with a ton of experience. Important. We were really past a lot.
But it looks like they've had an answer to.
Here's Smith rolling and trying to change that.
I think it's just but let the play.
And Clark stepping back, fading, firing. Smith couldn't handle it, right into the hand. Listings for games in your area on the line. Boston threw it without a made field goal. And Carlton
With plays just like that. Going up and having that call.
Mitchell, points per game out of the Olympic break. Away, Lexi, hold another steal. And the back, stepping back into a deep two. That's it. Collier straight up.
If it doesn't, you got to get back on defense.
Boston on the drive, gets inside, and he's carried Indiana offense.
Collier is an excellent defense.
Keeps it to Fever trying to hold down number 6.
And they're not moving with the purpose.
And Mitchell that we've seen in the third has come. Shooter. And Eastern. It's the National Women's League there. Here's Collier going coast to coast to create, but everything difficult. Williams firing it inside. Collier turn the tables here on Indiana.
On it for too long. You got to be able to go in.
With it in the first quarter. Clark trying to get into.
Same time.
Williams steps into a timing there by Carlton. 23 Clark hangs and Visa Collier takes the 3, pulls up and connect. At least since the month of May on the bench. Mitchell stepping into it deep and here from the Lynx and Hines Allen. Mitchell at the rim here for Indiana. Boston into a key moment in this game as Hines Allen here in the third quarter.
Opportunity to do that here, but
Except when they played Minnesota. Lynx won by.
if they can get some of this momentum back.
Benley off balance, feeds inside.
If you get beat, great job just getting all of her qualities.
Mitchell on the drive, the float. And that high-low for Minnesota. Clark trying to create, find some space. Oh, corner to the fourth. And the Fever watched by Fag Benley. Collier line turns it over. Uhas comes and misses from inside. And Mitchell wide open. And Benley pulls down the rebound for Indy. By their youth, they have showed some moxie here. Down kick back, Mitchell. Carlton corner third.
Is the reason why Minnesota has had
Fourth after that 29-point third there. Instead looking inside for Boston.
the offense is going to make
And at times, that's to take a back.
college to last year to this year has been
Pass, Williams steps into a 3. Can't. So Minnesota wins. The Uhas back for Williams. And turns the corner. Dane into an easy 2. Boston setting up Clark. Summoning the sellout crowd to their feet. Samuelson will check in. Hull gets it in a minutes. Smith straight away. Boston one bounce. And third quarter. They're struggling for an angle just not there for Fang. Williams watches.
shot as well that she just decided to go.
Samuelson open from the corner. Williams trying to pick her spot, lob it in. Skip pass. Side. Mitchell watches. Williams has it in the corner. Carlton launches.
Know where she's at.
Clark, step back. Games, that's the second best record in the league. She picked up her 5th foul a couple minutes. Mitchell, step back. Clark is 25, extra pass. Carlton, big serve from Bridget Carlton. Boston, another impact play. The lead is now 8. All of a sudden, back here for Clark. Clark, back for Samuelson. Heidemann driving on Samuelson. Gets by and 50 seconds. Give him. Here is Clark, difficult. Boston thought about the 3. She'll hoik. Carlton started all of it. Benley back for a hole. Williams running into a double team. Dangerous. Now a 4-point lead. So Indiana trying to hold on to 6. Here's Mitchell running.
To stop those runs. The team gets momentum.
They really set the tone. Minnesota rattled off the final 5 points. Momentum as they headed into the locker room.
In it, so you have to be able to get.
Here's Fag Benley from the corner, who earned their 20th. The Lynx with 99.
Following this win, and Nafisa credit the
minute and really just put a statement on how the rest of the game's going.
Minnesota threatening here to open up the third. Boston backing her way in, flips it.
Jump ball here, put it play.
Biggs playing catch underneath. Pick up some of that momentum they went into halftime with. Smith launches in Chicago. He's taking that another step forward. Boston spinning into
anything ill will towards it. You do have to make sure you keep your composure, momentum from one side to the other.
Momentum clearly in the hands of the Minnesota. They'll head into the playoffs with a ton of experience. Late in seasons, these games get a little bit more important. We were really past a lot.
Tested all season long, but it looks like they've had an answer to it more and more comfortable with each other.
Here's Smith rolling into the opening couple minutes of the third. Clark trying to change that.
Collier, those are the ones that I think you should just let the play.
Clark trying to swing it back the direction of Indiana. Clark stepping back, fading, firing. They whip it inside. Smith couldn't handle it. Right into the hand. WNBA on Ion. Check your local listings for games in your area. Playoff matchups on the line. Boston do it. The Fever have gone 4 minutes now without a made field goal. And Carlton
To keep the momentum with plays just like that. Defender, so just coming up and having that call.
Mitchell Trucks averaging 26 points per game out of the Olympic break. Williams feeds inside. Smith had it knocked away. Lexi Hull, another steal. Mitchell looking aggressive. Mitchell going behind the back, stepping back into a deep two. That's what could have got a better look out of their possession. Collier straight up.
Which, if it goes, it's great. If it doesn't, you got to get back on defense and include big three like in the second half.
Boston on the drive, gets inside, and has been that trio of Boston, Mitchell, and Clark. Has carried Indiana offense. Draws the foul.
Dribble who, again, Collier is an excellent defense.
Less than 48 hours ago. Keeps its Minnesota battling for number 2. Fever trying to hold down number 6.
Players are not talking, and they're not moving with the purpose.
And then deep 2-point shots from Mitchell that we've seen in the third.
A nice easy finish there for Smith.
78% free throw shooter. Louisville coverage begins at 7 o'clock Eastern. It's the National Women's away. Way too easily there. Here's Collier going coast to coast. Second quarter. Mitchell trying to create, but everything difficult to pick up the intensity defensively. Here's Williams firing it inside. Collier, Minnesota with an 8-point lead. They have turned the tables here on Indiana.
It happens. Even when something good happens, you can't hang on it for too long. You got to be able to go in
long. Beaver had their way with it in the first quarter. Clark trying to get into
lining up and seeing something we've seen time and time.
Williams steps into it. One. Are stymied there by Carlton.
Find the open players so easily.
23. Clark driving on Carlton. Clark hangs and Visa Collier. So with numbers, extra pass. Williams shot fakes the 3, pulls up and connects all season. Or at least since the month of May. We'll get a brief rest on the bench. Mitchell stepping into it deep inside. Look at the ball movement here from the Lynx and Hines Allen. Mitchell, 2. That won't go. Lid on the rim here for Indiana. Boston into a... This really feels like a key moment in this game as Soda has been unrelenting on offense. Hines Allen, 27-10 here in the third quarter. Have just 10 in the third.
Which the Fever have an opportunity to do that here, but
except when they played Minnesota. Lynx won by.
they have to be so solid to see if they can get some of this momentum back.
Heineman driving into fact. Benley off balance, feeds inside.
Discipline on Lexi Hull's part. If you get beat, but also the mama she does a great job just in all of her qualities.
A good defensive sequence there for Minnesota. Mitchell on the drive, the float.
Aren't falling. See if you can make somebody fall.
That high-low for Minnesota.
Beat the post a little more.
Clark trying to create, find some space.
Just a tad late, and the Lynx are able to punish him.
Oh, much better start here to the fourth. And the Fever signs Allen. And watched by Fag Benley. Collier and Mike. Clark's had a good one offensively, but that time turns it over. Uhas comes to him inside, deep position. Collier misses from inside. And Clark, Mitchell, wide open. Sir, shot too strong. Fag Benley pulls down the rebound for Indy. Despite their youth, they have showed some moxie here. Hole skying for the rebound. Kick back Mitchell. Here tonight. Carlton, corner 3.
Types of reads is the reason why Minnesota has had
2 points here in the fourth after that 29-point third. Clark on a handoff. Oh, had a moment there. Instead looking inside for Boston.
You are second late. The offense is going to make
70% free throw shooter. And is needed of her for this team to win, and at times, that's to take a basket.
Growth from last year to this year, even college to last year to this year has been.
McBride, extra pass. Williams steps into a three. Atlanta Smith comes down with it. So Minnesota wins it up. Shot too strong. There's Dorka Juhas back for Williams. And Cole turns the corner. Danger the other way, and what would have likely turned into an easy two. Boston setting up Clark. Back within three. Caitlin Clark summoning the sellout crowd to their feet. Katie Lou Samuelson will check in. Hull gets it earlier here for at least a couple of minutes. Smith straight away, looking for space. Feeds it into Boston. Boston one bounce. And Lynx couldn't miss in the third quarter. They're struggling. Clark bouncing and turns it over. That angle just not there for Fang. Williams watches.
Basketball. I think she had a wide open shot as well that she just decided to go.
Clark feeding it back for Boston. Inside, Samuelson open from the corner. Here, back up four. Williams trying to pick her spot. Lob it in.
They're blocked there by AB trying to get something going.
Williams. Clark. Skip pass. Smith muscling inside. Mitchell watches.
Davis not only from the crowd but from his team.
Williams on the three, had him in on the drive. Bounce pass into the corner. Carlton launches.
Over with Carlton. You got to be able to know what she's at.
Clark, step back. 18-6 in league-defined clutch games. That's the second best record in the league. Lexi Holt not on the floor right now. She picked up her fifth foul a couple minutes. Mitchell, step back.
Be there for your players and get those defenses.
Clark, his 25 candidates have shown out here tonight. Smith, extra pass. Carlton, big shot.
Her teammates are looking for her.
A silencer from Bridget Carlton. Boston three. Look at Carlton making another impact play.
Wide open three.
The lead is now 8. All of a sudden, Boston handed off to Mitchell. Back here for Clark. A rebound. Nice job by Heidemann to evade it. Clark back for Samuelson. Lead. Heidemann driving on Samuelson. Gets by. 1 minute and 50 seconds. Give him. Couldn't get over the hump. Here is Clark. Difficult. Boston thought about the three. She'll hoist.
Third quarter, and they just made him pay bucket after bucket.
Carlton started all of this. He had a pulse. Benley back for a hole. Need to force turnovers. Williams running into a double team. Dangerous. Close in on the playoffs. Connecticut right now a 4-point lead. So tie break. Indiana trying to hold on to 6. Here's Mitchell.
Runs and being able to stop those runs. When the team gets bumped for the entirety of that second half.
They really set the tone. They had a 10-point lead, and Minnesota rattled off the final 5 points. Lynx, I think, a little bit of momentum as they headed into the locker room.
It's extremely difficult to stay mentally in it, so you have to be able to go.
Double. Here's Fag Benley from the corner, going to prevail. It is the Lynx who earned their 20th to Minnesota. The Lynx with 99.
Now joined courtside by Nafisa Collier following this win, and Nafisa, credit the